Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Module 3 of EDUC 5433. So today I want to go over what is due this week, and then I'm going to be modeling some early emergent literacy reading strategies for you. So I've shared the screen with you. I'm going to go to Module 3, and of course, we need to start at our Learn section to see what we want to learn this week. So this week we're going to be focusing on emergent early literacy. And you can also see a lot of the same articles that you had last week. They're listed here. So we have those. We have a couple of videos also. So only one chapter this week to read. Let's look at your assignments. Your first assignment is you have a discussion. For that discussion, you're actually going to be doing a video. So what you need to be doing is you need to use the video note tool in MyFire, and you're going to create a video in which you demonstrate a early learning, emergent literacy reading strategy. Do not tell me about the strategy, model the strategy, okay? So that's important. In the past, I've had students say, tell me about it. No, I want to see you model the strategy. And then you're going to post that video, and then you're going to respond. Remember, the video response is due on Saturday. Your response to your peer is due on Tuesday. That's your first assignment. The second assignment is you're going to do the second journal article critique. So all of you should have gotten feedback on the first one. So now's the second one. So you're going to go back to the Learn section, pick one article that interests you. Now, if you just look at those articles and you say it doesn't really interest you, but you're maybe you're an educational therapist, or you are specialized in EST, and you want to do a different article than what I have posted, just make sure that you run that by me beforehand. It needs to be within 5 years old. And I want you to think about, it has to be a research-based article. I shouldn't say research-based. It should have, because anything with reading is going to be research-based, but it should have research methodologies described in the article, okay? So it's going to have, it could either be qualitative or quantitative. So if you don't see something that interests you that's in your field, let me know, and so I can approve that. So those are your 2 assignments for this week. And don't forget that every Thursday I have open office hours where you can come in and talk to me if you have any questions. You can come to those office hours. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you the strategy that I want to implement. The first thing I want to show you is one of the things that I created this for my in-person class. And I use it when I tutor. In about another hour, I'm going to be tutoring at a school here, and I'll use this. So I call this my literacy toolbox, and in here I have various things. I have poppets that can be used if you say a word and you want a student to identify the phonemes. Let's say if you said the word sat, they could pop it at. So that's all this is for. I also have in here this. This is something that I made with my class. You can put different amounts of beads on here, but again, this is for blending and segmenting. Again, if you said the word, let's say blast, that would be b, l, a, and then s is one phoneme. So you would have that. Okay. I also have little chips, marker, and so forth. And I have Play-Doh, which we're going to use. So this is an Elkonin box. If you have not seen an Elkonin box, very easy. It's a way that you can teach segmenting and blending. So what I do is I give the students an Elkonin box. And of course, I want the arrow to be all the way down. I'm having to turn it a little bit so you can you guys can see this. So let's say that I'm going to start with an easy word. Let's say I said the word fit. What we're going to do is we're going to tap the phonemes first. It. You tapped 3 taps. You tap it. Now we're going to map it. It. If you want to use different colors for the vowels, you can. So we have it. Now we're going to graph it. Let's see if I can write this upside down. Fit. And now we zap it. We go across and we zap it. So tap, map, graph, and zap. Zapping is that blending. Okay, so I'm going to go erase with my finger because I'm not prepared here. So let's say I said the word spat. Again, tap, s, t, a, t. So we know it has 4 phonemes. There we go. Now we're going to graph it. And this is a blend. And so blends have different phonemes. S, at. Now, what if, and I'm going to my word list here, if I said the word chat, at. That's 3 phonemes. At. Now we're going to graph it. And notice what I'm going to do. I'm going to put that CH in one box because it is actually one sound because it is a digraph. Okay? So that's a strategy I wanted to show you. You can also use Play-Doh for your beginners. So let's say that the word, I really should have got something to erase this with. Let's say that you gave them the word hat. You could tap at. Now I'm going to use Play-Doh to represent those phonemes. Now, to get some kinesthetic movement involved, you could say, I want you to splat the sound. Okay, so now they are identifying that beginning sound. I want you to smash the sound. You could say, I want you to smash the if it was hat. If you change that to a d, what would the new word be? Had. So there's a lot of different things that you can do by adding the Play-Doh. So that's my strategy that I wanted to show you. There's just so many things that you can do with Alconin boxes. So if you do not have a set, I would highly recommend it. You might want to think about making a small toolkit for your kiddos in your small groups. Oh, something else I have that I did not show you is a little finger to track, which students like. If you're teaching early emergent literacy, these are great tools. Another great tool to have, if you do not have it, is your magnetic letters. And so you can see here, I have all of my letters with a magnetic whiteboard. And so students can build words. You could even use an Alconin box and they could build words with the different letters. And so here I have all my letters and the vowels are in red and the consonants are black. So this is something good to have in your small groups. And I usually always have those pre-prepared ahead of time. So you don't have to waste instructional time looking for the letter that you need. So we're talking about early childhood this week, and I wanted to share with you a great resource. So I'm going to share my screen now. And if you have not read the book, um, Six Shifts, I would highly recommend it. It is aligned with the science of reading, and it talks about ways to bring the science of reading into a balanced literacy classroom. Because you may say, I've been doing balanced literacy for years. Okay, how do I incorporate the science of reading with this structure of balanced literacy? So there are two books. There's one for K through 2, and then there's one for 3 through 5. Since we're doing early emergent literacy, I'm going to show you the K through 2 downloadable that you have. Also, again, if you want to get the book, it's an excellent book. Have it back there on my shelf someplace that you could read. So I'm going here, and lots of different things that has how to develop oral language with your students, which is great. It's a part of early childhood. Then we have the Phonemic Awareness Skills Development Tool. So I want to download that. They make you put in your email so they can give you information. You have to make sure that you're not a robot. So I did all that. Okay. So this is something that they give you, and this has the Phonemic Awareness Skills Development Word List. What I really like about this is it shows that developmental sequence, words and sentences, compound words, doing syllables, onset and rhyme, and then the phonemes. And so it gives you, for all of these, it gives you words that you can blend, segment, add, delete, and substitute and change, which are all things that students, as emergent literacy skills that students need to know. So I'm going to go down here to blend, adding, these are phonemes. So let's go here. It gives you a list of words that have 3 phonemes. These are phonemes that you can blend, phonemes that you can segment, add phonemes. If I said the word at, add the b. What do I have? Bat. Then you do the opposite. Now I'm going to delete. If I said the word bat, take away the b. What do I have? At. And then change. If I said the word bat, change the b to f. What's the new word? Fat. So it has that sequence that you can do, and you can go all the way down, and it has more advanced words. It has words that here has more with phonemes. It has words with blends, words with digraphs also. So that's a really, really good tool to use. Here we have the sound spelling chart. If you need a chart that has pictures that represent your alphabetic sounds, you can do that. It has video. So let me show you this because I think this is a great tool. We don't always pronounce our letters correctly. And so this has a video for all your different letters. So I'm going to share this with you now. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that because if you're like, I need to remember how to pronounce those phonemes, that helps you. Then we have a downloadable, and this is great. This has, I'm going to download this one for you so you can see. Gotta, again, prove I'm not a robot. So let's do this. So here we have short vowels, blends, and digraphs. It gives you decodable word lists and sentences. So if you were working on a CBC with a short O, gives you a picture. And then you have a lot of different words that you could use, provides those words. So it provides, you can see here, provides words. And then it has practice sentences for you where kids can practice reading in context. So this might be a very good resource. And then for long vowels, the same thing. You can have, it provides word lists for those long vowel sounds. And what I really like is it shows you the scope and sequence that you need to be teaching. So here we have long A words, different ways to spell A, and then it gives you passages. Has lesson plan template for phonics, word chains. If you do not know what a word chain is, this is a great emergent literacy strategy. So let me blow this up. A word chain is, you can, let's say that you were working with CVC, short A. You're going to give your kids the letters. So you would give them an A, B, C, F, M, S, and T. And then you're going to have them build these words. They would build mat. They're going to change one letter to bat, change a letter to sat, and so forth. And what I like is it tells you the letters that you're going to need for each chain. This is where those magnetic letters would really come in handy. So I'm going to share this with you. It has 109 power words. These are those sight words that students need to know. But again, when we get to sight words, we're going to talk about you really need to teach the decodable part of those words, and just other tools that you might feel are important to you. So lots of different resources there for early emergent literacy. So hopefully you can utilize some of those. So this week, don't forget, you're going to do one discussion post where you're going to model a strategy. Again, teach the strategy. Don't just tell me about it. Okay, I want to see it. And your classmates need to see it so we can all learn. And then you have one more article critique. Please use the feedback that you got from the first article critique on this one. If you have any questions, let me know. Have a wonderful week.